This is Sean Perry, and we're just a moment away from the opening face-off of this battle between the Big Knife and Allies. These are two division rivals that have met a lot in the last few weeks here at the Plainville Indoor Sports Arena. The two teams had a championship series, best of three, that went all the way to the third game with a classic on St. Patrick's Day that the Allies were able to eke out a 3-2 victory, though albeit in controversial fashion, as there were two suspensions coming out of the game to Big Knife, Dan Sisson, the team captain, and Dennis Lopper, in conjunction with a somewhat controversial call on a disallowed goal. But anyways, the Big Knife has played a game already this season, so the one-game suspension for Sisson is over, so their captain and goaltender will be back in action tonight. Whereas the Allies are opening the season as champions, defending champions, tonight, and this is promising to be a great rivalry match between the two teams. Now, once again, mentioning Sisson, this is going to be a big goaltending battle. This is a goaltender that knows these offensive weapons of the Allies, and it is worthy of note that a lot of the big ones are gone here. They have Michael Kelsey, but they don't have Evan Hill, and they don't have Jimmy Pereira. They do have, however, recent acquisition A.J. Benning, son of Jim Benning, who should be an impact player tonight. Now, on the other end of the floor, Mike Mazzoni and Connor Station are two recent acquisitions to the Big Knife organization, and I expect big things out of them. They have a big reputation. Then, of course, you have Brian Jones, Steve Machad, and the usual cast of characters that we've come to know and love in this rivalry. So, Brian Watrous and Brian Talbot will have their work cut out for them tonight. I predict this to be a hot one, closely battled, competitive to the end. I do expect the Allies to come out with the victory, even despite the trouble they're going to have not having Pereira or Hill or Captain Delgado around. I think that they're just running on a hot streak right now. They got a lot of confidence, and it's going to be tough for Big Knife to derail them. But it would be a heck of a statement for them to make because they are already 0-1 this season. So, without further ado, let's get to the show. Opening face-off just moments away. Thanks for being with us. And welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to this broadcast, courtesy of Memory to Video Productions, between Big Knife and the Allies. These two teams have met a lot lately, and we have seen a lot of fun action, so get ready for a good one, folks. And with it now is Big Knife coming in. Shot there on Alves, kick save. Now behind the net is Jim Benning. And he crosses it over to Bartolini. Once again, the Allies are coming off a championship victory just a few days ago on St. Patrick's Day, where they defeated Big Knife in Game 3 of a 3-game series to take the trophy. Backhanded shot blocked there by Benning. Good awareness there. And nice pass. Moving up to Russell. Shot save there by Sisson. Sisson just off a suspension. It was Dan Sisson, team captain, and Dennis Loper, who got into a confrontation with the referee during this climactic Game 3 on St. Patrick's Day, which led to several suspensions being handed out at the end of the game. Loper is still suspended after this game, but Sisson has served his 1-game suspension and is now back in net for Big Knife. Shot there, big save by Sisson. Now up floor comes the Big Knife. Moves there, big save by Alves. Rebound, shoot, and score. And Big Knife making a count there. And that is Matthew Roberts sticking it in. So Big Knife taking the lead over the Allies here in the early going. They would love to get some retribution for their defeat at the hands of the Allies in the championship last Monday, I believe it was. Now Kelsey behind the net. Kelsey looking to set somebody up. Can't help. Evan Hill not around today. Neither is Jamie Pereira, so it's going to be a tough offensive climate here for the Allies. And two teams just going through the cycle right here. Russell now. Now it's Kelsey. Could not catch that pass, unfortunately. That was a good play there. And Brian Jones creating havoc mid-floor. But it is eventually taken here by the Allies. Flicked in by Brian Talbot. Now Russell over to Kelsey. Kelsey slows down. Banks it off the wall intelligently. Tries to center it. Cannot do so. And sends it up. And shot there. Caught up in the traffic. And coming back the other way is Big Knife off the stick of Mr. Jones. 7:20 remaining here in the first period. Allies catching a line change. And with some speed now. Shot there. Kick save. Big Knife able to get it out of the zone. Jones moving it forward. And the team Big Knife has had a few acquisitions. In this season, they have a few new players. They've added Connor Atashian, and he's the guy in the Toronto Maple Leafs shoulders, and he is getting shoved right now on the boards. But he is a very short, very fast player. Nice acquisition for the Big Knife. And there's also Mike Mazzone, who did not play last season, and he has great hands, and he's played in the league before, so his reputation precedes him. Now Sisson just covers that one up, gives his team a break. But even with Lopper out, the addition of Mazzone and Astasian make this Big Knife even more formidable. And with the absence of Evan Hill and the mighty Joey Delgado, this could spell a tough night here for the Allies, who already trail by one. And she comes out center. Battle on the corner here. Russell now with it. Russell flicks it forward. He's looking for Laney. Now Laney is number 4. However, that does not look like Art Laney. But until I hear otherwise, I'm going to call him that. And Benning sends that up towards Laney. Laney makes a beautiful move, but he gets taken down to his leg. And Big Knife takes it back. Russell now falling into the boards. This is just not the same Allies that we saw in the playoffs. They're missing some crucial pieces, but there's just a different flow. Maybe it's the lack of the red jerseys, I don't know, but I'm just not feeling it. All right, now here come the Allies the other way with a little speed. And a slick move there, creating some space. Nice shot goes wide. Good opportunity there created by Brian Wateros. Now Jim Benning coughs it up. And here comes Big Knife. And good work there by Wateros, taking away that opportunity from a streaking number 96. Not sure who that. I think that's Mike Mazzone. I'll go with that. Now in the corner, Art Laney trying to center Russell, and he cannot connect. And Big Knife able to clear the zone is Wateros, who scored the game-winning, game-clinching goal late in the second period, which ended up being the game winner. A goal that will go down in history for the Allies. So he's coming into this game with a lot of confidence. And Astasian now with space. He's looking for room. Mazzoni up front, and Wateros challenges. And Big Knife for groups. 3:59 remaining here in the first period. Big Knife going for two here. And Astatian had a wide open net there. Alves lost his stick, but he just couldn't put that away. Rebound opportunity, and Alves sees that through traffic and holds on with 3:46 to go here in the first. Thank you for being a part of this broadcast. And lining up for the faceoff draw in the offensive zone there was Jones. Ultimately controlled here by the Allies. Watros now sends that up. Eventually comes over to Kelsey, but he cannot collect it between his legs. And back into the zone comes Big Knife. And this is not the BK Lounge that the Allies were hoping for. It's working the cycle now is Jones. Interception, center ice. And Kelsey now deep in the zone, has space, sends it back to Laney. Laney slap shot, saved by Sis, and he regains control. He's looking for a centering pass. He tries a wraparound opportunity, and it's in. That is a goal for the Allies. A little NHL 94 action with the delayed wraparound. I love it. And I am fairly certain that is not Art Laney, and I almost am going to ask. This close to asking. I feel it'd be rude. So not Art Laney taking the face-off draw here for the Allies. And that is won by not Art Laney. Now it is Michael Kelsey with it. Kelsey looking for some space. Got a nice pass from Talbot there. Watros takes a shot there. Rebound opportunity. Big save by Sisson. Good placement there. And this number 4, this not Art Laney, is just tearing it up. I love Art Laney. I wish it was him, but I just know it's not. I don't want to say, I want to make that clear. Shot there by Watros. Good passing play by Michael Kelsey. Rebound opportunity, still loose. And it's in the net. Kelsey getting a garbage goal. And just like that, the Allies have taken the lead. And they are back in business. Business. Yeah, the guy in the Fighting Swede jersey is definitely not Art Laney. And that face-off draw is controlled by Astatian. Allies doing some good work on the back check now. Connor Astatian's shot goes wide. And Benning able to clear the zone, gets it to Kelsey. Kelsey now with some space. Kelsey's going to try a wraparound opportunity. Leaves it for Russell, actually. But it is Astatian who cleans that up. Good hands here. And he has a wide open man in front. And he had Jones causing traffic, but Alves able to see that one coming. Just over 2 minutes remaining here in the first period. And dangerous deflection opportunity there for Jones. Could not connect. And Big Knife regroups in their own zone here. Now, the Big Knife team that we all remember from last season had a 5-0 start, but this is a different circumstance. They are having a hard time, getting over the loss in the championship because they are already 0-1. And while they had the lead earlier, they're already falling behind, looking like 0-2 all of a sudden. So this is definitely not the dominant team that we remember. The Allies have had their effect, if you will. Now, not Art Laney has the ball. Winds up for a big slap shot. Beautiful deflection there. Russell almost putting that one away. That was a fast-moving ball. Centering pass there, blocked in front. And good work there by, I believe, Pileski. And not Art Laney now runs into his stance partner there, so he'll just take it back. 1:07 remaining. And you can hear communication here for the Allies. No need to rush into the situation. Shot there by saved by Sisson. Centering opportunity. Russell could not see that one coming. Jones now flicks it off the boards, but stolen away by not Art Laney. Not Art Laney backhands it towards the net. No luck there. And Brian Jones causing some good trouble for them on the back check. Now Connor Astatian coming out with some speed. And he goes deep into the boards. And he's being pressured by Jim Benning, though. He's able to escape Benning temporarily. Sends it to the corner, and missing that opportunity was Mazzoni. And now it is Kelsey getting tied up with the station. Kelsey wins that battle. Wraparound opportunity. Now it's not Art Laney. And a good move there by Benning. Slick move. He shoots and scores. That is Jim Benning, ladies and gentlemen. That is an ugly goal by Sisson. He was way out of position. Jim. Jim. Who's number 4? Not Art Laney winding up for the face-off here. And he wins that one clean. Comes Brian Watros. Watros now. 13 seconds remaining here in the first. Kelsey slap shot. Big save there by Sisson. And now it comes to Benning. Benning holds. Sends it over to Watros. An interception here by Stasian. A Stasian shot. Saved by Alves. And that will do it for the first period. Jim, what's that number 4? Who's number
AJ.
AJ
Benning.
AJ
My
Bennett?
son. Yeah, AJ.
AJ Benning, okay. That's, ladies and gentlemen, that's really a cool thing. That's AJ Benning, who's number 4, who's been tearing it up, a.k.a. not Art Laney. That is Jim Benning's son. And the two of them got a goal. So 2 goals by the Benning family during this period. Very cool. And the other one added, of course, by Mr. Kelsey. But once again, this is a Allies team that is fresh off a championship victory, coming in with lots of confidence. They're missing 2 of their biggest offensive weapons, as well as their de facto leader. And yet they seem to be holding up just fine. They have Alves in net. Their defense is strong. They're running the cycle. And on the other hand, Big Knife. This is a team that was extremely dominant last season, but they're having trouble this season so far. But it's definitely good to see them with their captain back in goal. And he's been strong. And there's a lot of hockey left to play here. Should be noted that that was the Allies' 5th championship in their 16-season history that they won. They won the first game, but the Big Knife was able to come roaring back in the second game with a 5-4 overtime victory. But then it was a closely and hotly contested battle on St. Patrick's Day, with them eking out the 3-2 victory. And a great team effort. And now here comes Big Knife. They would love to get their revenge here. And good block there by the Allies who come up with it. That is Benning. He leaves it for Benning. And Benning was right in front with it, but he just couldn't see the opportunity. And now he's tied up in the front. Now it is Kelsey. Kelsey drives to the front. Bouncing puck. Can't be settled. And now it is Benning with it. Benning sends it over to Watros. Watros toggles with the puck. He slings it. And Sisson holds on. 10:21 to go here in the second period. And Stasian wins that one, but it inadvertently gets to Watros, who takes a shot. And Watros with it again. Gets around Mazzoni. And now it is Kelsey with some space. He beats one defender. He centers. And Watros gets freaking stoned by Sisson. That was a nice save. Point blank. Now Connor Stasian lines up with Kelsey. Kelsey wins that face-off clean. And the ball wraps around the boards. Big Knife getting tied up now. They hold on, trying to create some offensive pressure here, but they have just not been able to penetrate the defense for quite some time. And, oh, God, that would have been a glorious goal. Kelsey almost able to settle that one down. 9:42 to play here in the second. Thank you again for being a part of this broadcast. This is brought to you by Memory 2 Video Productions, the brainchild of Joey Delgado, who is the captain of the Allies but not here tonight. Taking the draw here is a Stasian and Benning. Now it is Russell, who's looking for a backhanded opportunity. Can't quite settle it down. Stasian in the corner, slows things down. He slings it forward. It is Roberts. And eventually Talbot takes control. Brian Talbot, who had a great game during the championship. Allies would not have won without any player, but Talbot certainly was very noticeable. Now Stasian getting tied up with Watros. Watros able to get it out, though. And he sends it all the way down. There is no icing in this league, in case you're curious. Russell now doing some fine work on the back check there, hurrying that pass. Brian Jones sends that across to Mazzoni. Mazzoni slaps that near Alves, but that is not a shot on goal because near is not close enough. And out come the Allies the other way, or getting it out of the zone anyway. Machad now with it, Steve Machad. He sends it up ice, but it is Watros who ends up with it. Watros, beautiful shot. That goes just wider than it. I believe that Sisson got a piece of it. So now it is A.J. Benning, son of world-famous PISA General Jim Benning. And he is breaking some speed. That is a penalty, but no call. I mean, objectiveness. Oh, breakaway opportunity here, big opportunity here, and he shoots and scores. What a goal there. A penalty not called, and then just like that, Big Knife able to skate in and make that one count. That was a beautiful goal. That was number 32. Now, I've been calling that, I'm not entirely certain who number 32 is. I'll get that information to you as soon as I can. But it is 3-2, and this game just got a whole heck of a lot closer. Michael Kelsey now takes his zone for the Allies. Kelsey now looking for a wraparound opportunity. He had Benning up front, but Benning just could not reach the pass. A Station now with it. A Station could not break through the defense there. And Talbot doing some good work on the back check. And now number 32, the goal scorer, breaking in. He has space. I believe that is Mike Mazzoni. I apologize. I'm getting word that that is Mike Mazzone. The recent acquisition. A Station waits, shoots, and scores. And Connor A Station gets a goal there. Yes, but as I was saying, the one that I was referring to as Mike Mazzoni, number 96, is not Mike Mazzoni. Mike Mazzoni is the goal scorer, number 32. Number 96, I believe, is Peter Pacheco. My apologies. Connor A Station now lining up for the draw. And that one is controlled by the Allies. Flicked in by Talbot. Sisson now collects. And he wisely holds on as he had Kelsey, who was always dangerous on those rebound opportunities. Just waiting. Now A.J. Benning lines up against the Station. And he wins it, but he ends up winning it so much that it goes all the way down to the other end. And Julio Alves has to make that save as the Station has some legs. 7:22 to go here in the second period. Thank you for being with us. This broadcast is not being brought to you by TD Homers, who are okay. And face-off draw controlled by the Allies here. They come with some space. And Kelsey just loses an edge there. A Station now with it. And A Station has Jones up front. A Station delays. He takes a backhand shot. Big save by Alves, but still loose. Now the two teams battle behind the net. Is Talbot with it now. And Talbot flings it off the boards. Back and forth between Benning and Talbot. Eventually comes over to Kelsey. Kelsey able to keep it away from A Station. And he slings it forward to Benning. Benning now delays. Nice pass. And it's Kelsey who collects. Great space. Kelsey getting tied up with Jones now. And eventually, Big Knife able to take control, but they end up sending it right over to Talbot. Talbot had Benning. He just missed that pass. And now it is Benning creating space. He's getting tied up with Machad. And he gets it out to Watros. 6:24 to remaining here in the second period. It is now 3-3. And Benning keeping it in the zone. And he sent it towards Kelsey. Kelsey caught a piece of it and slowed it down. And now it is Benning with it. Benning slides over to Watros. Watros now. And back over to Benning. Benning now creating space. Centering pass opportunity. Rebound opportunity. Kelsey, what a save by Sisson. He is on fire. Now Watros with it. Watros winding up for a slap shot, wrist shot. And it is A Station who takes it away. Boy, a couple big saves by Sisson really has changed the foundation of this game. Alves now gloves that one and holds it. And now number 96, Peter Pacheco. Not Mazzoni. Back on the floor. I'd like to give a shout out to my boy Zach, who's the new cameraman for this for the Allies this season, or at least for tonight. He's doing a fine job. And now Pacheco trying to tie that one down. Eventually comes to Benning, though. And Benning sends it over to Russell. Russell now delays. Shot saved by Sisson. Big rebound opportunity, and Benning just couldn't touch it. And he flips it all the way out of the zone, where Talbot recollects and sends over to Benning. Benning fakes out a station quite impressively, but he could not get that second opportunity from Mazzoni taken away. So it is Talbot now behind the Allies' net, trying to set things up once again for the Allies, who have coughed up their 2-goal lead and have to start things over again. And a touchdown pass for Benning does not go through. It is Mazzoni winding up for a big slap shot, Happy Gilmore style. Does not go anywhere, though. And now the two teams jostle for position behind the net. Matthew Roberts now with it. And good work there on the back check by the Allies. Eventually taken out here. And Kelsey now breaking through. Kelsey breakaway, shoots and scores. Michael Kelsey does it again. And with that, the Allies now take the lead once again, 4-3 here in the second period with 4:45 to go. Now, Sisson had made some huge saves here in the second period, so that was, you saw that Kelsey delayed, waited for his opportunity there. Sisson was clearly not going to let an easy one go by. And face-off draw won by the Allies. Watros delays, sends it on Sisson. Sisson sticks it, holds it, gloves it. 4:38 to go. So what do you think of the game so far tonight, Zach?
I think it's going smooth.
Brilliant contribution there, Zach. Thank you for your time. And here comes the face-off draw for Connor Station. He loses that one to Kelsey. Now Kelsey trying to create some space here. Russell now. Russell over to Kelsey and overshoots it, but Watros is there. You gotta love the style of the Allies play. They just always have their two defenders playing deep, and they know exactly where to be to get the puck. There's never a wasted offensive opportunity. They don't just have it go all the way down. Not many teams, I should say, have that sort of discipline in this league from my scene. Mike Mazzoni now taking it down with some space. He dekes the heck out of, or tries to deke Brian Talbot. Actually, looks foolish, though. Russell now with a 2-on-1 opportunity. And he overshoots Kelsey by a mile. And now it is the Station trying to get by Watros. Watros takes that opportunity. Now it is Kelsey once again. Kelsey with Watros. He delays. And he sends it back to Russell. Russell's shot. And kick save there by Sisson through traffic. Coming out the other way is Mashad. Mashad's shot is blocked initially by Alves. Funny bounce there. And Talbot sends that to the corner. And it's Pacheco. And Pacheco's knocked off the puck, and it is Watros with it. Watros who back checks into the Allies zone and slows this game down with 3.5 to go here in the second. Big rip from A.J. Benning. And a big rip from Kelsey. And Mazzoni with a very good pass to a Station. But a Station just cannot get by Watros today. And now it is Michael Kelsey taking the zone. He's got Mashad, and Mashad able to take that tricky deke away. Now is Mazzoni. Mazzoni, who just keeps on finding a Station, but a Station cannot hold on to the puck for 2 seconds. Because of the Allies' ability, not because he's not good. And centering pass opportunity. Big save by Sisson. What the heck? Wow. Great execution, great play. Kelsey to Benning. But Sisson just very on the ball tonight. Oh, I should say that more, if that makes sense here. Ball hockey. Dan Sisson on the ball tonight. All right, I'm sorry. Mashad now coming up with the ball. Could not beat Benning. Benning now could not beat a Station. The Station now, touchdown pass. And now delaying and taking a breakaway opportunity. Big save by Alves. Rebound opportunity, stays out of the net. Great work there, but it is Mazzoni now working for a backhand shot. And he misses the net entirely. And Talbot's still on his knees there. He's made a few saves himself. That's a teammate. 2:03 to go here in the second period. And there's a big crowd here tonight on this beautiful Saturday night in Plainville, Connecticut. Looks like we got about 25 fans. They're coming in and out. And Mashad keeps that in the zone for Big Knife. Mazzoni now tries to keep it in, but it is Benning who clears it all the way down, and his son now has it in the corner. And he gets by Mashad. And now he's just trying to create some space. And he does that successfully. is the Dallas Cowboys formation to kill the clock. Benning now with it. Benning, wow, he went coast to coast like 3 times there. And he thinks that went through the net into the netting. I think he was kidding. But, you know. We'll take a look at that later. And the penalty for the Allies is just 57 seconds remaining on it. I apologize for not mentioning that earlier. I was caught up in my own humor. But it is now Matthew Roberts with it. And he gets it stolen by Kelsey. Kelsey cannot get a shot away. Great challenge by Sisson. And great work there by Michaud. But he's able to take it through a Roberts there again, and he's not able to beat Michaud. Great individual work by Kelsey, who does draw the penalty on Michaud. With 28 seconds remaining, that will do it for the power play for the Big Knife. And great individual effort there by Kelsey to draw that penalty. He was all over the place. Back on the floor is Benning, who, if you'll believe it, scored a goal that was so fast that it actually blew through the netting and leaving no hole. Just a few moments ago. Pacheco now coughs it up to Benning. Benning moves it up to Kelsey. 2-on-1 opportunity here for the Allies. And Kelsey just cannot quite get the space that he needs through Sisson. Sisson playing very well tonight. .48 seconds remaining here, and the two teams are at 1 player down apiece. 3-on-3 hockey, wide open floor. And that faceoff draw is controlled by Big Knife and is smacked all the way down by Mr. Jones. And now it is Kelsey's ball. Kelsey takes a big slap shot, can't get through the defense. Now he's got it tied up. And now it is Watros who's out of the box. Watros now has it. He sends a big shot. Nice kick save there by Sisson. Great accuracy. Now Watros trying to center it there, but Roberts able to take it away. Roberts now able to take the zone. And Matthew Roberts does not know that Kelsey's there, and he finally has to give that one up. 10 seconds remaining here in the second period. Doesn't look like there'll be another shot opportunity for the Allies, who gingerly move up floor. Kelsey does get one more shot, though, and it is loose in front, and that will do it. So that, with the 2 periods in the book, it is 4-3, and we got a pretty good game going on here. Zach, what do you think of this?
I think it's a close game.
Yeah, man, it's real close. There's been a lot of cool-looking goals.
I know, man. We're back and forth. Some real teamwork in this game.
I could not have said that better. These two teams are using their strengths. The offense is actually been pretty good, I'd say, for the Allies. They got a good system with Kelsey leading the charge. There's been a lot of incredible saves by Sisson, but he has constantly had to be challenged. Or the other end, Alves has been very strong, and Big Knife has put together some good opportunities. That new guy, Connor Estation, is really turning out to be a great ball handler, and Mazzoni is very dangerous as well. Brian Jones has been playing great. Michaud and Roberts. It's a really evenly placed game right now. I think it could go either way. But seriously, go Allies. So, with 11 minutes to go here in the third period, puck about to drop, you on the edge of your seat at home. Benning lines up against the station. 30 seconds remaining on the power play for the Allies. Captain Dan Sisson giving his ceremonial skate around the net before he gets settled. Taps both of the poles, and now he's ready to go. And great effort there by Benning to win that faceoff cleanly, and he gets it over to his father, Jim Benning, who scored a goal earlier today. Pretty one. Well. And now Benning leaves it for Watros. Shot there, goes wide. And Benning sends it up to Benning. Benning smacks that towards the goal. Can't get through the traffic. And now it is a station on Benning. The station able to get the shot off, but it hits the side of the net. And Benning able to just slow this one down for a minute. And Benning smacks that towards Watros. Watros sends that towards Russell. Russell not able to get the shot he wanted there. And a station remounts the rush for Big Knife. Big Knife now. Big save there by Alves. Good shot by a station. Nice release. And he centers it. And good awareness by Alves, because that was a perfect centering pass. And Big Knife not quite able to clear the zone yet. Finally, Allies able to get it to center. And Benning able to get around Jones. It is Watros with it. Watros sending up to Russell. Backhanded pass goes to Benning. And Benning looking for that touchdown pass to Russell. That would have been pretty, but just can't quite connect. And backwards pass there to Jones. Swatted away by Russell. Now it is Benning. Benning beat, oh, it looked like he beat Mazzoni there for a second. Whoa, do you see that? And Astasian just catches that behind his back with the skilled accuracy of a seeker in the Quidditch world. Pretty cool looking. Might be good looking in slow motion, but he didn't make anything out of it. And now it is Benning. Takes a shot. Did that go in? No, it didn't. That went close. All right, now Station, who's impressed me in the last couple minutes, sets up Brian Jones, but Jones just can't settle that one down. And now it is a Station who centers that, and Watros cleans up the garbage. And now it is Jones with some space, and he smacks it towards the boards, where Talbot's able to get it to Kelsey. And the execution of Brian Jones is just not up to par with some of his other teammates. And now it is Michael Kelsey with it. And Kelsey centers it, but a little of rare faux pas of communication or accuracy there, or perhaps just he's avoiding a defender. Watros, though, able to collect that pass from Kelsey, gets a nice rip. And another big save by Sisson. And Big Knife will take a line change here with 8:23 to go in the third period. The score, Allies 4, Big Knife 3. And face-off draw here between Kelsey and Astasian. And that one is controlled by Astasian, but he cannot take it out of the zone. And good second effort there by Talbot. And finally, Big Knife do take the zone, but Talbot able to challenge and take that opportunity away. And now we have a battle on the boards here. Roberts getting tied up with Benning. Benning able to get it over to Kelsey. And Kelsey able to just clear the zone there, sends it behind where Sisson will stick handle it. 7:52 to go now here in the third. Time ticking away. And that's a nice little pass by Pacheco. And Kelsey able to take the zone here for the Allies. Gets it caught up in the station there. Now it is Russell with it in the boards. Russell smacks it behind the net. Now Kelsey with it. Kelsey sends it towards the goal. As Mashad sends it towards the station. And the station looking for that touchdown pass to Pacheco. Can't quite connect. And comes a little late. I don't think Pacheco was paying attention anymore. Unlucky bounce there. Ends up needed to be saved by Alves. Now it is Benning, who sends it over to Benning. And Benning back to Benning. It's a game of Bennings. It is Benning with it now. A.J. Benning smacks it over to Kelsey. And Kelsey delays. Takes a slap shot. Shoots and scores. That's a bullet from Kelsey. And it is 5-3, and that is a dagger in the heart of Big Knife. How can you stab a dagger? The answer, Kelsey. What do you think of my alliteration? No. Now taking the draw here is Benning against the station. Still plenty of time left. 5-3, 2-goal lead, but they say that the 2-goal lead in hockey is the worst lead in all of sports because hockey is such an emotional game, and then once you let in that first goal, it is almost inevitable that you're going to let in that other one because the other team has all the momentum. And then once you do that, you might as well just give up because you're going to lose in overtime because everybody else wants the comeback. It's kind of like spiritual in a sense. I don't know. People have said that in smarter ways, but you get what I'm saying. Face-off draw here in the offensive zone for the Allies, who would love to make this 6-3 right about now. The Funk's so rubber. Watros' shot taps Kelsey's stick. Rebound opportunity. Kelsey delays. He was looking for that hat trick. Wow, what a save by Sisson. If they win this game, he deserves MVP honors. Now, Kelsey looking for help. Backhanded opportunity. Another huge save by Sisson. All the prettiest plays by the Allies are the ones that are getting the biggest saves. Dan Sisson, man. Tread carefully. And lining up for the draw now is Mike Mazzone against A.J. Benning. Allies still in the offensive zone. Watros able to tick that one down, but it is eventually taken by a station. A station rips one that goes into the monkey hole, a.k.a. the win a free game of putt-putt hole, that little spot in between the netting and the boards where you can lose the ball. You didn't win any free putt-putt. I was just kidding. Be cool, though. Now Benning lines up against the station. And tippity-tappity finally comes out with it for a second, but it is Mazzoni who takes it. And Mazzoni now delays, and a great shot there. The station now tries to center it for Pacheco. Can't quite connect. Now it is Kelsey trying to beat two defenders. Leaves it for Benning. Benning's shot. Rebound opportunity for Sisson. Saved by Sisson. Rebound opportunity for Benning, I should say. Now to the station the other way. The station with Pacheco. And great work there by Benning. Take away that opportunity by a skate, by a wheel, a deck. And now Mazzoni tied up on the boards. Watros able to flick that up, and it is Steve Machad, the loneliest position in hockey, behind his own net, trying to think of an idea. Now it is Brian Jones, not the dead Rolling Stone, but the other one. And now Mike Mazzoni looking for the centering pass, but great awareness there by Kelsey. And now A.J. Benning, he has been trying to get another goal all day. And now it is Brian Talbot. Talbot smacks that off the boards all the way down to Machad. Machad now moves that to Mazzoni, but the other 32, Kelsey takes that away from him. And now it is Benning, who delays wisely. 4:48 to go here in the third. Watros sends that towards the goal. Can't get through the traffic. Now it is Mike Mazzoni coming down floor. Mazzoni now with some space. Centering pass for Pacheco. Just a little behind the 8 ball. And now out of the box is Rossel, who sets up A.J. Benning. Benning now shot and goes above the goal. You know, it's hard to really get the angles on Sisson because of how big he is, I'm sure. Have to ask the players. And Pacheco delays, and he can't get the shot off. And Watros now with Benning. And Benning now challenges Mazzoni. Eventually comes to Watros. Watros now over to Benning. And Machad gets in the way of that. Now Talbot smacks that and lands in the crotch of Russell. And now Talbot over to Watros. Watros, he ain't no joke. Centers it for Benning and can't settle that down with Jones right there. Mazzoni now looking downtown with the station. Big slap shot. And Talbot stopped that with his stick like it ain't no thing. 3:44 to go here in the third period. Time ticking away, and the Big Knives hope to tie this thing up and head to overtime. What will happen? We'll be back right now. And once again, Kelsey and a station lining up. And Big Knife taking a timeout. Well, I'll take this opportunity to poll the audience. What do you think about the game so far, Zach?
I think the game, we're going at it. The son and brother, or the son and father, are doing such a great job. It's crazy to see a family out on the field doing their thing.
Totally. I love the Benning connection tonight. It's great to see AJ on the team.
It's amazing when two family members are together. What could happen? The ambition, I feel it for them. And me and my dad go out and throw the ball around, so it's cool to see that in the third person for once.
Definitely. Well, let's see if the Benning connection can bring a win tonight for the Allies. And even though I haven't really brought it up too much, as always, Julio Alves has been very good in goal for the Allies. It became apparent to me that he will not wear anything but that Blue Devil jersey that he wears right now the other night, because everybody else is wearing the red Allies jerseys for the championship. And he put it on for the picture, but he's a superstitious goaltender like a lot of them. A station now with some space. And time, if the Big Knife's going to win this game, they need to get a goal real soon here. Now it is Kelsey. Fight for the finish here with Michaud. He wraps around, he delays. Another save by Sisson. Russell was right there, but he was easily able to block that one too. A station now beats Kelsey. Waits and gets a little tap there, but good positioning by Alves. And Big Knife once again have to start behind their own zone. It is Michaud with it. Michaud sends it, crosses it over, I should say, and rebound out. Wow, good awareness there. Pass does come to a station. The station now gets it smacked away by Russell. Now Talbot over to Kelsey. Can't collect. Now Steve Michaud has to collect behind his net for what feels like the 50th time in the last 40 minutes. Steve Michaud delays. It's just a testament to the defensive abilities of the Allies, who have just cleaned up the trash. Whenever it's in their defensive end, they get it out of the zone real quick. Had sharp sticks. Very choppy out there. Very aware. And I definitely credit Kelsey and the Benning boys, as well as Talbot. They've all had big games and just been very cognizant of the ball at all times. And Watros. Really, it's just been a great team effort to watch. Delay here, Kelsey over to Benning. And once again, good defense there by Big Knife, who have been great in their own right. And the station gets a shot there. Ricochet. Oh, God. That is frustrating. Gotta be frustrated if you're a Big Knife. That was two touches of the post there. Two great opportunities. But that is a testament to Alves' just very consistent goaltending. He's always in the right position and leaves very few options open. You get lucky when you're that good. 1:38 remaining here in the third. And Benning and Station line up for the draw. They get tied up. Eventually comes over to Watros. Watros just goes behind the net and slings that up towards Sisson. Sisson sticks that to the side for Mr. Brian Jones. Brian Jones getting tied up in the corner there with Kelsey. Kelsey now delays. He would love that hat trick. Kelsey's a competitor. No matter what the score of the time, he loves to score. Mazzoni trying to keep it away from Kelsey, cannot. Sets up Watros. Watros fans in the shot. AJ Benning now delays twice, beats two defenders, and just misses the net. Kelsey able to recollect it behind the net, though. And he's getting pressured by a station. Now it is Mazzoni with it. 41 seconds remaining here in the third period. And as the seconds pass, it looks less and less likely that Big Knife will get a chance to mount an offensive attack here. And AJ Benning just skating around, beating defenders, breaking ankles, and drawing the penalty. This ain't no Bobby Orr's house. And Pacheco goes off the ice. A little frustrated there. But I can't wait to see Benning out there with Pereira and Hill this season. Great acquisition there for the Allies. Russell now on the floor, coming in for Kelsey and the night. And now it is Jim Benning. And he taps that forward over to Russell. Russell over to Benning. 9 seconds remaining. Big slap shot, save there. Rebound opportunity, another save. Backhanded opportunity, another huge save there by Sisson. And that will end it. Now, say what you will about both squads. It was a great team effort. Good victory for the Allies, but Big Knife never went away. It was always competitive, and gosh dang it if Sisson wasn't great in goal. Wow, what a game here at the PISA tonight. The Allies eke out a 5-3 victory over their big rivals, Big Knife. It was a great matchup with Julio Alves standing tall in goal, but the real story being Dan Sisson making incredible save after surrendering a 3-1 lead in the second period. Just stood on his head for the rest of the night. The Allies were able to get 2 more goals, but they had to work hard for them. Meanwhile, the Allies played like one heck of a team. They were out without team captain Joey Delgado, Evan Hill, and Jamie Pereira, but they just did good collapsing defense, were smart with their passing decisions in their own zone, and just played like a team the whole night. Jim Benning was great, Brian Talbot was great, the new acquisition AJ Benning was great, he got his first goal, and the leader, the big one, is of course Michael Kelsey, who is just a huge threat, both offense and defense all night. Momentum swings all over the place. However, you can't say enough about the new acquisitions. Station played great on the faceoff circle and created a lot of good opportunities, as did Mike Mazzoni, Brian Jones, Pacheco, Michaud. I mean, it was a great team effort by Big Knife. They had many chances to come back. There were a lot of post hits and a lot of frustration too. Not too many bad calls or anything, just a few penalties at the wrong times for them, perhaps. But all in all, this was a great matchup between 2 good teams at the beginning of the season. This is the Allies' first game of the season. They started off undefeated as defending champs, whereas Big Knife, who was 5-0 start last season, are now 0-2. So this is a different circumstance for them. But they'll get Dennis Lopper back. So expect big things. Expect these 2 teams to have a few more exciting matchups in the future, and perhaps in the playoffs once the season comes to a close. So without further ado, thank you for being with us tonight with Memory 2 Video Productions. This is Sean Perry bringing you the action live along with Zach on camera. Have a great night.